Hey welcome to Zville Lessons for Live channel. My name is Xander Villain and this is lesson number 12 in our beginner guitar lesson series. We're going to go over the last few lessons and keep expanding upon what we've been working on, which are open chords and augmenting them. We're working on a couple songs, Can't You See and a simple blues version of Call Me the Breeze. We're working on minor pentatonic scale, position number 1, and now we're going to add position number 4. We're also doing a few other little things in there, so let's get right into this. Hey, welcome to lesson number 12 of our beginner guitar lesson series. And we're just going to keep working on expanding on what we've been talking about in the other lessons, rather than getting into something totally new yet. So what we were working on the last couple times is your main three chords that aren't based 100% out of a bar chord situation or a full chord in a barred position situation. Because we were working on major and minor out of the 6th string, major and minor out of the 5th string, your bar chords, getting that pinky into action. Then we talked about here's your D. Here's your D. That's your first of the 3. Then you got your C. Then you've got your G. And what we were doing is we were working on adding your pinky in, taking your middle finger off of your D. And once again, this was a D sus2 by opening up this first string and leaving it open, and a D sus4 if you want to put your pinky down on the 3rd fret of your 1st string. We had you working on this the last lesson and the lesson before. Basically, that's it. It's not exact to the album, but that's basically the song Can't You See by the Marshall Tucker Band. Has that flute in it. You'll know this song probably. I had you doing this on the 10th lesson, I think. It's actually, I think it's more like. And then the first time I showed it to you, I wanted to show you how to do it. Once again, it's open D, open 4th string, then hammer up to the 2nd fret. Don't pull off, just get rid of it. Hit that open D again, go to the 5th string 2nd fret, to that B note, and then back up to your D. But on the last lesson, we talked about doing it as part of your G. Keeping it in there. Keeping your G ringing out. And you hit that single D note so you can get out of your G. Keep your ring finger down and then switch from your G. Leaving that and then go right back to your D. So once you come out of that C, do your whole one with both fingers here, right? That's going to be really tough to release these two without making noise, without making enough noise that you don't hear it really. Leave that D ring out. That's your open 4th string. That gives you an opportunity to get back to that D position. Release the G, go back to the D, and you don't have to take your ring finger off. So keep working on that. We also got into this. We were doing the blues, and I showed you how to climb the neck. And those are the notes that work with the open note. Other ones won't. Yikes. Yikes, right? Yikes. It's 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. 2, and you know these already because of the blues. Once you get here, you just go up 2, go up 2, go up 2, and then hit the 12th, which is the double dot, which is marked. You know, there's your double dot. That's your second octave of the note. There's an example. That works out of E with your open 6th string when you're doing it on the 5th string then. Works out of A, open 5th string, and then work on your 4th string. It works out of your D, open 4th string, working on your 3rd string. I showed you all that on the last lesson. Hopefully you've been working on that. Now I want to show you that it works for the other 2 strings too. But remember, your D is, or your B string, your 2nd string, your B note is tuned down. You know, you got to drop half a step to get that B, because here's your A, D, D, G, G, and then B. You got to go down, but once you're down on your B, then your E lines up with your B, so that these 2 strings are on their own, and these 4 strings are kind of on their own, right? But that's how we get our chords. So if you're going, right, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, with the B it's going to be slightly different. You're going to want to go up 1 string. So it's, if you're instead of being on the 2nd fret, see how that doesn't work? You got to go to your 3rd fret. So it's 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. That doesn't work, right? If you go, when you go to your next string, your E, you're back to number 2, right? 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. Because the B and the E act together like the other 4 strings acted together. These 2 shift because of that B position. So I want you to start working on all the strings. Let's do it together real quick. So it's E, and then you're doing your blues, 2 on the 5th string. So you're open E, 6th string, and then you're on your 5th string, you're going to go 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. A chord, 5th string open. On your 4th string, it's 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. D, 4th string open. On your 3rd string, it's 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. So when you've got your open G note, your 3rd string, to get the, see how that doesn't work? To get the corresponding note like you did here, for your power chord, you got to do this. There's your G. That's the cheat I was talking about on a G chord. You know, you got your G chord with these 2 covered at the bottom. So there's your 3rd fret on your B string, your 2nd string. So it's open 3rd, G, and then it's 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then if you want to go one more, 13. Just so you were. Now when you go to your E, you go back to the 2nd. It's only when you are using your B string as part of the G that you change it. Now you go back to the second string like you were down here. B, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, right? Now, we're going to get into this soon, but it's all part of lead playing. That's why I want you to work on this. It's part of rhythm and lead. You can't be a great lead player till you're a great rhythm guy. And great rhythm guys are really coveted. So keep working on your rhythms. Based on that same thing, we got into doing Call Me the Breeze. J.J. Cale meets, he's the original writer of Call Me the Breeze. Kind of like his version meets Leonard Skinner's, the way I do it is. That would be your 4 patterns. I can mess up that last pattern by repeating this. There's a song on our channel, Call Me the Breeze, and I want you to go out there and I want you to learn that song now. I told you to do that last lesson. I don't know if you did it. Great. If you didn't, go do it now, because it's a great one for you guys to learn right now, and it expands upon the blues a little bit, and it also envelops the climb. We'd been talking a lot about, right? But we never got in. And then when you go up to your D, you just go straight up. Up to the D. Down to your A. Now, you can put a climb in there on the 4th measure. 1, 2, 3. You've probably heard that before. It's simple. 3. Walk it down. So on Call Me the Breeze, when you're in the middle of the verse and you want to climb up to the D, it's I don't do the walk down. But here's where it does the walk down from the E. Down to the D. So it does that. E, E flat, D. The walk up is a B, C, C sharp, D, right? So it's B, C, C sharp, D, or 2, 3, 4, 5, or to the open. So that's basically what's happened. Go check out the lesson. That'll really help you with that. And then I had you working on and hopefully you guys have been working on this. Minor pentatonic scale, 1st position. Based in A, because there's your root note. Because it's the 1st position, not because, but being that it's the 1st position, it just happens to line up that all the 5th fret, because there's your 5th fret, 6th string A note, it just happens to line up wherever you put the 1st position of your minor pentatonic scale when you're doing a lead, whatever key it's based out of, it's always going to be all the notes of the 5th fret on every string, and then it's 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3 for your 1st minor pentatonic position. If the song was on a C or C minor, whatever, here's your C note on your 6th string. A, A sharp, B, and C. So the song's based out of C. All of the, if your C is on your 8th fret, you're going to use your 8th fret on every string for your first position minor pentatonic scale, and you're going to go 1 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3 1 3, right? That moves with the key. So some songs you would play the A, your lead would constantly be out of the A chord position, even though during the song you might go to another chord. You stay in the A for your lead. On some songs, you follow the note of where the music's going. So if it's in a blues song, you can stay in A, but I'm going to use a blues song as an example. Here's blues, right? And then you go to a D. Well, here's your D on your 6th string. So there's your D note. So there's your minor pentatonic position number 1 out of D. 1 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3 1 3. See how I'm following the key by going from an A up to the D, which is on your 10th fret. 1 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 3 1 3. So you'd go A, D, A, and then up to the E, D, down to the A. That time I followed the note from the A position to the D position to the E position and back down. A lot of songs you don't have to do that. You just stay in the A. It switches to the D and you're still. And it works. Goes up to the E, down to the D, that's kind of like what I was showing you here. On the last 2 lessons, we were working on teeny weeny bit, and the reason I brought that up, which is a kind of an advanced playing thing, is because I want you guys to use more of your fingers and start learning to, like we had talked about way earlier, instead of going up the string, we were. Now teeny weeny uses the chords as it's a spider walk. Really hard to do. If you get good at that, you'll progress a lot quicker. Now we're going to get into going to the 4th position of your A-based minor pentatonic scale. So here's your first position. We've been talking about. The reason that I say the 4th position is, to me, the next most important position is because of your root note. Here's your A root note, and that's on your 6th string, and that's why you're getting the scale here. The next A root note on your 5th string is here, and that's it's really not bass because you got this too. That's your 4th position. The reason I think this is the most important is because it's kind of based on a root note again. See that? Here's your low A, here's your 2nd octave A or 2nd octave A out of your 5th string. When you're playing a lead, you'll learn to walk between each position. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, fourth. See how I kind of walked up to it? I don't want you guys to worry about that yet. The reason I consider this based out of A, even though it's an E on the 6th string, is because it's your A on the 5th string, which is the second most rooted position. Almost every song is either based out of a root note on a 6th string or a root note on a 5th string. Very rarely will you base a song on a root note based on the 4th string. So since this is your A, that's your A 4th position minor pentatonic scale. And here's what it is. You know, I just realized I've been saying this wrong the whole time, and I really apologize. It's on the other lessons as well. It's 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. I was just thinking it's 3 more notes up, so I really screwed that up, and I apologize. But it's hopefully you guys have been getting this. It's 1 4 1 2 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. So here it's going to be 6th string 1 4, 5th string 1 4, 4th string 1 3, 3rd string 1 3, 2nd string 2 4, and then 1 4 on your 1st. Just like here, 1 3 1 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. It's 1 4 1 4 1 3 1 3 2 4 1 4. That's why I think this is the second most important position, because of the A. Now, when you're doing leads, keep it real simple here. Let's just work on the middle 2 strings, the 4th and 3rd string. Now go up to the 12th fret. Right? So there's your 4th string, 5 7, down to the 3rd string, and then back to the 4th string. 5 7 5 7. Go up here, it's 12 14 12 14. 4th, 3rd, 4th, 4th, 3rd, 4th. Bum 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 bum. Let's try that together. Here we go. 4th string, 5th fret, 7th fret, 3rd string, 5th fret, back to the 4th string, 7th fret. I'm just going to call out the frets. 5 7 5 7. The strings. 4 4 3 4. 5 7 5 7. 4 4 3 4. Up here now. 4 4 3 4. 12 14 12 14. 4 4 3 4. 12 14 12 14. Go up. Go down. So now you're working 2 different scales instead of just doing this. Go up here and do this. Up and down picking wise. Right? So there's your 1st position, 4th position. Go ahead and find a minor pentatonic scale chart online based out of A. And you'll see how this works and how they all string together. Because what you're doing is you're taking the notes from this scale and you're moving them into a different position. What you'll end up doing is you'll end up stringing the 1st pentatonic scale up to the 4th pentatonic scale from the low to the high. But for now, I just want you to work on this and just keep working on those 2 scales. We'll string them together later. Hey, so that's it. I hope you guys got something out of this lesson, and if you did, please hit like and subscribe. That'll help our channel grow. Check out another video, go ahead and click this link over here. Check out our channel, see all our videos, go ahead and click that link over there. We've got playlists of songs and lessons, all kinds of fun stuff. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.